Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. In today's video, I am going to be cleaning my patio for the summer. It definitely needs cleaning. There are leaves everywhere and it's been super windy here and all my plants got knocked over, so there's dirt in between our tiles. So as you can see, it's super dirty and we definitely need to clean it. I am going to start off by just emptying our balcony. So usually what we like to do is bring all our patio furniture inside. I put like a plastic tablecloth on our carpet, and then we put all our patio furniture on that tablecloth just so we don't get our carpet dirty. Our railing and the balcony windows are all super dirty as well, so I'm going to show you guys how I clean those and how I clean the floor tiles. Alright, so we're going to start off by moving everything inside. We keep our cushions covered underneath our patio covers during the winter so they don't get dirty. And then we also have a lot of storage underneath our patio furniture. If you haven't seen my apartment-friendly patio furniture video, I talk a lot about the storage and the pricing and all that, so you guys can go ahead and check that out on my channel. I will link it up in the cards right now. This patio furniture is the IKEA Solar line. I will link it down in the description below. At the end of the video, I also wipe down all this patio furniture, so you'll see how I do that. It's super easy to clean and we've had it for a few years now and it still looks brand new. In last year's patio cleaning video, I also showed you guys how I wash the cushion covers. So if you guys want to see that, you guys can go check that out on my channel. It's from the summer of 2020. All right, so the last thing we do is we like to roll up our furniture cover. So we'll usually just shake it off. Sometimes we rinse it if it's really dirty and then let it dry, but this time it wasn't too bad, so we just shook it off and now we're gonna roll it up. This cover is from IKEA and it comes with a little bag that it's supposed to fit inside. We rolled it up and it didn't exactly fit inside the bag, but we were also a little bit too lazy to fold it down even more, so kind of just put half of it in the bag and then it will go under our storage when we put our furniture back out on the patio. So we also have this rug that we like to keep under the main part of our furniture. It's made out of plastic. It's like a plastic woven rug, so it's super easy to clean. I usually will just sweep up all the dirt and leaves and dust that has been collected on there from the winter, but you can wash it in water if you want, water and soap. Sometimes we'll take it down to our parking garage and just hose it off, but it wasn't too bad, so I just let it hang over our railing while I cleaned. Just to let it air out a little bit. I also like to keep a plastic bag on hand just for garbage and plant cuttings, because I am going to trim some of the dead stems and stuff off my plants. So I just keep this plastic bag on hand while I'm cleaning my patio, and it makes it that much easier so I don't have to keep going in and out. So yeah, first thing I do, I sweep down the tiles. I like to sweep down even the track that our balcony door runs along because it collects dirt as well. And then I'll get into how I actually wash the tiles a little bit later in the video because I do wash them with water. And these tiles are from IKEA as well. They are plastic, so you can get them wet, you can wash them with soap, you can even scrub them with a sponge, and they don't get damaged at all. They don't discolor or really crack or anything. I haven't had any damage to them, and we've had them on our patio for about 2 years now. So this is something else I like to do when I'm cleaning my patio. I just cut all the dead parts of our plants off. A lot of the plants I just leave on the balcony throughout the wintertime, and then they start to regrow on their own once spring hits, which I really like. If you guys want to see a video on what types of plants I have on my patio that are easy to grow, I can definitely do a video on that, so comment down below if you're interested. So I'm gonna roll up my rug and just put it inside now that it's been aired out, because I want to wash my railing and the window down there, and that's gonna get in the way. I also highly recommend doing this. I just take my broom and run it along the walls of my balcony because it breaks up all the spider webs and all the dust that has been accumulating on there. Our walls on our balcony are like a concrete stucco, so I can't exactly wipe them down, so I just use the broom. But if you have an actual wall, you can just take a sponge and scrub it. So this bottle that I have, it's actually a solution of just hot water and Dawn dish soap, and I'm using a Scrub Daddy sponge just to scrub down my railing, and I'm also going to use it on the windows or the glass on our railing as well. Last year I cleaned this railing with an IKEA dish brush, and I have to say that using this Scrub Daddy sponge is probably 10 times faster. I think you just cover more surface area, and it really only took me like 1 or 2 swipes on the railing to get it completely clean. Also last year my dish brush got very dirty and I wasn't able to rinse it off in the way that I liked, but with this sponge it doesn't hang on to anything because of its material that it's made out of. So once you rinse it, it basically rinses clean. It doesn't hang on to any of the dirt, or it doesn't permanently get stained black. So I absolutely love it. I use it in a lot of different places in my house. I recently just posted a kitchen cleaning video where I used it in, I think, about 6 or 7 different places in my kitchen. And I also show you how you can sanitize this sponge too. So here's another use for it, you guys. You guys can use it on outdoor furniture, on your, house sidings or windowsills. It's great for that. It's honestly indestructible. Everything you see on my patio is linked down in the description, so if you're wondering about where I got anything, it will all be down there. I sometimes clean my planters as well because they get dirty, and I just use the same solution, so it's just the hot water and Dawn dish soap, and then in that bucket there I just have plain hot water so that I can rinse whatever I'm scrubbing. I'm going to use that bucket with the same hot water to just pour onto my tiles. I don't add a lot of soap when I scrub on the floor tiles just because it doesn't really need it, but I will just go over with the sponge and scrub anything that's left behind. You can use the end of your broom, or I have like a skewer here from our patio just to get in between the tile lines, because like I said, it was super windy this year and a lot of dirt fell in between my tiles. And so I recommend getting the tiles wet so that the dirt in between each tile gets wet and it's easier to rinse out, and you can also push it if it's stuck with the skewer, or you can really use anything that can fit in between there, but the majority of it rinses out with water. So I basically do this in sections, so I'll start on one end, pour a bunch of water, get down and scrub, and then just rinse off whatever I've scrubbed, and then move on to the next section. And then I wait for this to completely dry before putting the rug back on the floor. I also like to clean this little exposed piece of concrete, which is the true floor on our balcony, just because it gets kind of green and dirty. It has like a moss buildup that happens every year. So I just, again, use the same solution. Last year I used water and vinegar and it seemed to work pretty well. And this year I used Dawn dish soap. Didn't see too much of a difference, so you could definitely use either or. For this part, because I was scrubbing concrete, I thought it would be easier to get my hand under the railing with the dish brush that I used last year, so I did use the IKEA brush for that. So I waited for our floors to dry and then brought the rug back out, and we also brought the patio furniture back out. I just spray a little bit of Mrs. Meyer's cleaning spray on my patio furniture and then wipe it down with a rag. The rag that I use gets pretty dirty, so I would just use something that you don't mind getting stained or really dirty. Don't use a nice towel for this. And then After we're done this, we just like to put everything back in our storage. It's also a great way to just see what's down there, and if we need to throw anything out, we do it at this time and only put back what we actually need to keep. Under the storage, I like to keep a few different things. So we keep a lot of our barbecue essentials down there. So we'll have our propane tanks and some of the brushes that we use for barbecuing, and then also the cover for our barbecue. In one of the other ottomans, I like to keep all my gardening stuff. So I'll keep this basket with soil and a lot of extra pots and shears and gardening tools and gloves I like to keep down there. And then under our main couch area, one whole side is just Christmas decorations that are in these clear IKEA bins that fit perfectly underneath there. And then on the other side, we just have extra paint cans and some home improvement stuff like, you know, hole filler and that type of thing. So these are all things that don't get damaged when they're stored outside. Water doesn't get under any of our patio furniture just because our entire balcony is covered. So we can keep things down there knowing that they're not going to get wet. We did change the layout of where we wanted our couch to go this year. If you saw our video last year, we kept our couch in the middle and then had two ottomans on the end of our balcony for people to sit on. But this year, I really wanted to try to have an area where we could put our feet up. I'm not sure which layout I like better, but I think we're going to try this out this year and see. And we can always move it around too if we don't like it. Here is our completed patio. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you want to say hi or you have any video suggestions or anything that you want to learn about or see. I love seeing your guys' comments and I reply to every one of them. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!